Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bahashem Hakadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, including the elder that came before them that taught us his truth, and shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel, on the brother Yashuam. And we're probably going to call this one the Ritter Report. Okay, because other than the men of the Lord, these are the guys with the information. You got Scott Ritter, you got Judge Napolitano, you got McGregor, General McGregor. All right, but on top of them, you got the men of the Lord. We're the ones that know what the hell is going on. All right, we're going to read it. This is 2nd Ezra 15 in the NRS, New Revised Standard Version. We're going to go right here. A terrifying vision of warfare, right? This is what we're looking at. Okay, I'm going to just read this and then I'm going to let Scott tell you what just happened, what's about to happen from his perspective, all right? 2nd Ezra 15 and 28. What a terrifying sight appearing from the east. The nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. And from the day that they set out, their hissing shall spread over the earth, so that all who hear them will fear and tremble. Also, the Carmonians, raging in wrath, shall go forth like wild boars from the forest, and with great power shall they come and engage them in battle, and with their tusks they shall devastate a portion of the land of Assyrians with their teeth. And then the dragons, remembering their origin, shall become still stronger if they combine in great power to turn to pursue them. And then these shall be disorganized and silenced by their power, and shall turn and flee. And from the land of the Assyrians an enemy ambush shall attack them and destroy one of them, and fear and trembling shall come upon their army, and indecision upon their kings. Yeah, this ambush, the land of Assyrians, that's America. There's an enemy ambush being set up, coming in through the southern border. Anyway, that comes later. This whole Carmonians, right, raging in wrath, are working with the dragons. The dragons and the boars, the wild boars, where they at? The wild boars and the dragons, right, are doing their thing right now. So let's check that out. All right. The Ritter Report. This is an open-minded thinker. 2 hours ago, Scott Ritter, Israel hiding damages caused by Iran's retaliation. Iran will strike nuclear base. So we're in the time of tit for tat. Okay, they're gonna go tit for tat for a while here until this thing escalates, till the gloves come off, so to speak. Right now, it's Israel's turn to strike back, and then it'll be Iran. We'll see how far they go with that until the gloves come off. So let's see what Scott has to say. This guy, open-minded thinker, is going to kind of introduce the conversation being had. So it's kind of interesting to what he says. Check it out.
Interview conducted on the YouTube show Moat, hosted by renowned British commentator and MP George Galloway. In a stunning revelation, Scott Ritter highlighted significant vulnerabilities in the joint US-Israeli missile defense system. According to him, the US boasts an advanced ANTPY-2 X-band radar stationed at Har Keren, located in the Negev desert. This radar's
and what they're trying to say is they had a 99% rate of success shooting down. They shot down 99%. Nah. Here we go.
Mission is to detect Iranian missile launches and relay crucial targeting data to Israeli Arrow and David's sling systems. as well as U.S. THAAD ABM batteries. These defenses.
Mark Zuckerberg just built a 100.
Slovakia.
Strategically deployed to safeguard sensitive Israeli sites such as Dimona, Nevatim, and Ramon air bases.
Well, let's just point out the reality that Iran started this attack by launching the slowest, loudest weapons in its arsenal, the Shahed drones. And they did that because they were sending a signal to Israel, the United States, and everybody, we're attacking Israel. Now, if they were looking to carry out, a lethal attack, why announce it 5 hours in advance? Why give Israel a chance to withdraw its high-valued assets from bases that are vulnerable? Why give the United States, Great Britain, and France a chance to move resources up, ships, airplanes over Jordan to intercept these missiles? Iran was saying, here we come, shoot us down. And they did. They came out and they shot the drones down. Now, Iran launched tens of millions of dollars worth of drones. The United States and Israel spent billions of dollars shooting them down. This is a financial equation that's unsustainable, and that was one of the points that Iran was making, is you can't afford this kind of war. Then they sent in cruise missiles that, combined with the drones, defined the initial phase of the air defense reaction. Not only the air defense, the airplanes, but once they penetrated the airplanes, the Iron Dome started engaging. And they brought in missiles at a higher level so that the Arrow systems and the Patriots started to engage. And
that's them coming out with mini chariots. Okay? They're coming out with mini chariots.
And the radar, they defined how Israel's locking in on the targets. And then they did three things. And this is where it gets iffy. I have to be honest, George, it's very early and there's incomplete information out there. But my understanding is that Iran used three types of ballistic missiles. One ballistic missile, it's a very clever missile. It uses a warhead that separates and then burst fires a bunch of decoys out there that appear to be specifically designed to absorb Iron Dome missiles. So remember, the Iron Dome is tracking a target. You fire these decoy bursts, and so the Iron Dome says, aha, we have now 25 targets, and they fire 25 interceptors. Meanwhile, smaller warheads, maneuverable, burst through those interceptors and go down and hit the Israeli air defense systems. And that appears to be the case. I was looking at some video where you see this taking place, the shotgun effect of these bomblets, the Iron Dome responding, and then coming in, and they hit the air defense system. So they're showing the Israelis how we're going to take you out. The next thing that you see is they have these missiles coming in where you see the warhead separating from the missile body, and then there's a booster engine on the warhead that drives it down into the ground at high speed, blowing away any radar intercept, any ability to intercept, hitting the target. And what this does is it clears the space. They clear air defense. And the final thing are these heavy warheads that come off of the heavy missiles that hit the runways and blew the big craters in them. This was a three-layered ballistic missile attack that was specifically designed by the Iranians to destroy Israeli air defense, to clear the way, to take out air defense, and then to show that we can put the big warheads on the target anywhere in Israel we want to. And this was successful. And the beauty of this is they didn't use their best missiles. All three, with the exception, one of these missiles is rather new, but it's not the hypersonic missile. Israel didn't use their hypersonic missile. And Israel has lots of these missiles. This was just a single strike package. Iran has several strike packages just like this held in reserve that they have for Dimona, that they have for the Kiryat in Tel Aviv, that they have for other air bases. Iran can repeat this process all day long, and what they showed Israel is this is what we can do. And I can guarantee you there's people like me right now who wear a uniform or intelligence officers doing the exact same analysis they're doing, and they're writing big critical reports up the chain of command saying, stop all nonsense, we can't win this war. It's over, guys, stop it. We have no defense here. If Iran wants to come in, we are powerless. This thing will escalate out of control. Make it stop now, which is why Joe Biden was on the phone with the G7 to intervene with Israel, why Joe Biden was on the phone with Netanyahu, and why Netanyahu's generals were telling him, stand down. we can't win this fight. This is a huge Iranian victory.
Yeah, we'll come to that latter point in a minute. But do you agree with me that, as George W. Bush might put it, they've all misunderestimated Iran all along?
Well, again, the military has it. I have to say that I've worked with Israeli intelligence, with technical intelligence people, with the people who do the analysis and the assessments of missiles. These are smart people. And if I, sitting here thousands of miles away without any access to secret information, could have said I knew most of this going in before this happened. I knew what Iranian capabilities were. I can guarantee you they knew exactly what this was. But the problem is getting their voice heard by Israeli policymakers who are driven by emotion and by politics, domestic politics, etc. What this attack did is empower their voices, because now, whereas political leaders could say, well, you're just speculating, you don't know, that's just geeky intelligence stuff. Now they have the hard data. The photograph put on the table, the air defense guys saying, boss, we gave it our best shot. There's nothing we can do to stop them. The Americans calling up saying, there's nothing more we can do. We did everything. We can't stop this. And now the Israeli politicians are waking up to the harsh reality that the fiction that they have been living under is not even close to reality. It was a fantasy, and there's a real world out there, and it's a dangerous world. And they're going to have to change the way that they operate.
This is a spectacular assessment of the Iranian retaliation. He was trying to explain that despite the sophisticated technology at their disposal, Iranian missiles managed to strike both Nevatim and Ramon air bases, effectively bypassing the supposedly impenetrable defense network.
There you have it. All right, so quickly, let's go back to read it here. Slovakia, give me 15. Let's get here. Ooh. Right here. All right. Mini chariots. All right, the dragons. Second Ezra 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. That's Lebanon. That's Yemen down there. Okay, Jordan. Even though they're fighting on the wrong side right now, but they're going to come together. See, shall turn themselves conspiring together. So whatever's going on over there right now might be a little wonky, but they're all going to come together according to this. All right. 29, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. All them drones and missiles and rockets and all of that shit. Hey, and then you got the Persians supplying all of that. Okay. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. With who? With the Arabian, with the dragons. All right. This is telling you who's going to win, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Okay. So that's what we're watching. Let's get one more and we'll go ahead and close it out. This is Joel. All right. What is what's Iran running around flexing muscles? I thought Iran didn't have no nukes. That's what we're going to find out. Israel's going to drop a nuke, thinking that Iran don't have none, and then boom, then it's going to be on. They're going to get bombed the fuck up out of there. Joel 3 and 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. That's what Iran is saying, let's do this. This is Iran. Beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong. Iran been preparing. They've been preparing. They're ready. We can shoot 300 missiles and only sneak in 7. That's all we need, right? We got this. Warfare has changed. The big old ships, you don't need that. You need a couple of good drones. All right. So we're going to keep our eye on this and watch the changes every day. We're in the mode of tit for tat. It's Israel's turn to strike. We'll see how this goes through the week, all right? So with that, we hope the electorate edify you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.